Hello everyone, Coach Judy here with Kickoff. Today you will be joining me for a quick 20 to 30 minute glute workout. We'll get in some toning and some energizing movements, so feel free to grab a mat, maybe some blocks, and bring yourself onto your mat. So we'll begin in Virasana, Hero's Pose. Ground the tops of your feet into the mat, internally rotate them so you're sitting on your heels here. Find a lifting sensation in your core. Elongate your spine and just take a moment to join yourself into the mat. I invite deep inhales and exhales, filling up your lungs with air with every inhale and grounding down with every exhale. Inhale to sweep your arms high and just grow tall. Really find some length here, as if someone's really pulling your hands up into the air. Exhale to draw your arms down, open it up, take a baby back bend. Inhale to grow tall. Exhale, baby back bend. Cactus arms. Inhale, grow tall one more time. Exhale, cactus. Draw your palms down and find yourself in a tabletop. So your knees are about hip width distance apart. Your toes are nice and untucked. Your navel is pulled into your back. Nice leveled line between your head and your tailbone here. Wrists underneath your shoulder blades. We're going to go through some cat-cows. So inhale to arch your back, send your tailbone high, gaze towards the ceiling, belly drops. Exhale, round your spine, chin tucks into your chest, push away from the mat. Inhale, arch your back, tailbone lifts, belly drops, cow. Exhale, round spine. Send your tailbone down for cat. A few more times on your own. Inhale for cow. Exhale, cat. Really push away from the mat here. We want to get some fluid going in the spine. Maybe do some variations of circles one way, and then the other way. And then when you're ready, find a neutral spine. So we're back in this tabletop, right? So level out your hips. Your fingertips are going to be about collarbone distance. So turn your fingers in. Once your middle fingers touch, that'll be the distance, and then turn them right back out. Keep your fingertips nice and wide, palms grounded, wrists are strong. Inhale to peel your left knee off the mat. Extend your right foot long, right foot. Drop the ball of your foot into the mat and just take some movement back and forth. Stretch out your hamstrings, stretch out your glutes. You don't need to move your wrist too much. You're just pretty much taking some movement in your leg here. So good. Pull your knee right back into your tabletop. And just move your hips around a little bit. Let's do it on the other side. Inhale, pick your left knee off the mat. Extend your heel nice and long, stretch through your heel, and then lower down onto the ball of the foot. And take some movement back and forth. Your spine is still neutral. Nice long line between your head and your heels here. Rock back and forth. Stretch it out. Come back into your tabletop. So we get into our first glute exercise here. So pick up your back heel, lift it off the mat. Keep your hips nice and leveled. Stretch it long, maybe take some circles with your ankle. So inhale to stretch long. Exhale to curl it and pull your knee into your chest and around your spine. Inhale to extend it long. Stretch it out, stretch your heel. Exhale, pull it into your chest. Few times. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, into your chest. 5 more times. Exhale as you curl. Inhale to extend. 4. Last 3. Final 2. Last 1. So good. Whip out your hips a little bit. And we'll get on to the left side. Stay with me now. Inhale to peel your left heel high off the mat. Keep your hips nice and leveled. Exhale to curl your knee into your chest. Curl your spine. Inhale to extend. Stretch through the heel. Keep your hips nice and leveled. Strong wrist here. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, extend. Curl it in. Inhale, extend. 5 more. Curl it in. Last 4, extend. Curl it in. Final 3, extend. Curl it in. Last 2, extend. Curl it in. Last 1, extend. And curl it in. So good. So we're just gonna flip our wrist here just to take some movement. Shake it out. Do some circles one way. And then the other way. And just tap your knees. Tap the tops of your feet into the mat. Flip your hands. Shake it out. Cool. Find yourself back into the tabletop. And we're gonna do some donkey kicks. So, inhale, point your foot as you lift your foot into a 90-degree angle. Keep your hips nice and leveled. Exhale, curl it in. And lift. Curl it in. So good, and lift. Curl it in. 10. Lift. Curl it in. 9 more, and lift. Curl it in. And 8. Curl it in. I think we're up to 6 now. Curl it in. Last 5. Curl it in. Final 4. Curl it in. And 3. Curl it in. 2. Curl it in. And last 1. Curl it in. I'm pretty sure I counted that wrong, so if I'm off 1, you can do 1 more. The other side. Let's see if I can do this correctly this time. Inhale. Heel your left foot high. Point your toes. Keep your hips leveled. 90 degree the foot. Curl it in. Extend. Curl it in. Extend. Curl it in. Count down and 10. Count with me. 9. And 8. So good. Face forward. 7. And 6. Strong wrists. 5. Wide palms. 4. Keep everything leveled and stable. 3. 2. And 1. So good. Shake it out. Getting a little sweat going. Grab for some water. Alrighty. So we'll get into our down dog. So you find your tabletop, knees hip width distance. Tuck your toes into the mat and lift your hips up for your down dog. Your heels can be lifted or grounded. We're just getting movement going in terms of stretching our hamstrings. So just pedal out your feet a little bit as if you're on a bicycle. Let your head hang heavy. Find some stillness. Roll your shoulder blades away from your ear here. Gaze towards your navel. Palms wide, toes are nice and wide and grounded. Slowly walk up to the top of the mat. Find yourself in a forward fold. Let your head hang heavy. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. You can keep a bend in the knees here. Slowly roll up to the top of the mat, making your head the last thing to arrive. So good. Inhale to sweep your arms high. Find a high prayer. Tuck your tailbone down. Squeeze your glutes in. Ground down through your feet. Exhale, hinge from your hip points. Find your forward fold, Uttanasana. Palms come to the ground. They can come to blocks. Let your head hang heavy. Inhale, palms slide up your shins. Find a flat back, half lift. Nice leveled line, straight line from your head to your tail. Crown of the head is reaching forward. Navel is pulled in. Exhale, drop your palms down. Step your right foot to meet your left. Find high plank. So, your palms are nice and wide. The balls of your feet are grounded, equal weight between your hands and feet here. We're going to come into a modified chaturanga. So, lower your knees down onto the mat, untuck your toes. Squeeze your elbows into your midline. So you see the difference? Drive them into the back of the space here. Exhale to lower your chin and your chest down to the mat. Release, let it go. Inhale, scoop your heart forward for baby cobra. Roll your shoulder blades down your spine. Your pelvis is pressed into the mat. Release, knees come wide, hips to heels, child's pose. So good, so strong. Find yourself in a down dog when you're ready. Feel free to pause this video whenever you feel like you need to take a break. No pressure here. Down dog. So, find a bit of stillness here. Inhale to scoop your armpits towards one another. Exhale to ground down through your heels. Inhale. For three-legged dog, lift your right heel high, flex through your foot, gaze towards your navel, and push the mat away from you. So you don't want to splay off right into one side. So make sure that your palms are nice and grounded, and so is the ball of your lifted foot. Exhale, knee to nose, round your spine, kick your seat in here. Inhale, extend for three-legged dog. Lift away from the mat. Exhale, knee to nose, round your spine. Step your foot in between your palms, lower down, untuck your back knee and your toes. Lift your heart forward, biceps frame the ears here for Anjaneyasana. So you're squeezing everything in to find a lifting sensation here. Inner thighs are engaged. Your heart is forward. Your front knee is over your ankle. Take a few deep breaths here. In through the nose and out through the nose. Draw your palms down. Flex through the front foot as you straighten your leg. Find half split. Keep your hips nice and even. Fold over your knee. You might want to bend it a little bit. You don't want to overextend. Inhale to take a half lift, flat back. Exhale to fold over your knee. One more time. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to fold. Rebend the front knee. Tuck your back foot. And step your left foot to meet your right for a forward fold. Sweep the arms high, high prayer. Palms touch. Reach through the ceiling. Tuck your tailbone down. Exhale, forward fold. Let it all spill over. Inhale for a half lift. Exhale, release your palms. Right leg meets the left. Right foot meets the left, sorry. Push your heels towards the back of the space. Drive your elbows into your midline as you lower down halfway. Untuck your toes. Lift your heart, lift your knees off of the mat. Up dog. Exhale, tuck your toes. Lift your hips for downward facing dog. Left side. So, inhale, lift your left heel high, flex through the foot. Send some loving energy to your right hamstrings here. Palms are nice and round and rooted, grounded and rooted, sorry. Stretch here. Gaze towards your navel. Hollow the belly. Exhale, knee to nose. Round your spine. Kick your seat in with your heel. Inhale, extend. Nice and long. Stretch through your heel. Exhale, knee to nose. Step your foot in between your palms. Lower your back knee down. Untuck your toes. Arms come high for Anjaneyasana. 90 the front foot. Squeeze your inner thighs. Find that lift. A few breaths here. Draw your palms down. Straighten the front foot as you send your hips back into space. Flex through the front foot here. Half split. Inhale, forward. Find a half lift. Exhale to fold over. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to fold. Let your head hang heavy here. Relax. Rebend the front knee. Tuck the back toes. Step your right foot to meet your left for a forward fold. Sweep your arms high for high prayer. Exhale, swan dive your arms down. Touch the mat. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale for Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Crown of the head reaches forward, tailbone back, belly in to support your spine. Exhale, let it all go. Left foot meets the right, take your vinyasa. So good. So you can come onto your knees here, find a moment, towel off, grab some water, take a few breaths to find some stillness, catch up with your breath. We're doing so good. We're about halfway through here. Find yourself back in a downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up. Inhale as you activate your inner armpits, scoop them towards one another. Exhale to ground down through your quadriceps. Inhale for three-legged dog. Pick your right heel up, dial your toes down, square your hips off. Exhale, knee to nose. Kick your seat in with your heel. Lower down. We're back into Anjaneyasana, so lower your back knee down, untuck your toes, and lift your arms high. We won't be here for too long, but just know that we're getting prepared for some action. So, tuck your back toes and lift up and find high lunge. We're gonna 90-90 it as we find some bouncing. Lower down and lift. Lower down and lift. Square your hips off. Equal weight between your back foot and your front foot. So good, so strong. Heart is forward. Nice. So if you have some blocks here, you can draw your palms down to your chest. Bring your arms down onto the tips of your fingers or onto blocks at the highest setting. As you bend in the front knee, lift up your back heel, flex through the heel, find supported warrior 3. So your heart is nice and lifted, your hips are leveled, and the weight is in the ball of your front foot. This is really gonna help you to balance here. Take some breaths. Keep a nice soft bend in the front knee here. Kick your heel in, find perch pose. So your knees are gonna come right next to each other as you curl in, round your spine, step your feet to touch. Sweep your arms high for high prayer. Exhale, chair pose. Ground down through your heels. Find a soft little bend in your back. Your heart is nice and lifted. So good. Ground down through your heels. Be here for a little. Inhale to straighten. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or float back. Take your vinyasa. So if we're doing things on the right side, you'll step back to high plank from the right and then the left foot. If we're doing things on the left side, you step the left foot and then the right back to plank. Just so that we're keeping everything nice and, equal. So, left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Dial your toes down, square your ribs off, square your hips, push away from the mat. Exhale, knee to nose, round your spine. Step your foot in between your palms, drop your back knee, untuck your toes, lift your arms high for Anjaneyasana. Again, we found that stretch here, so we won't be here for too long. Deep breaths, in and out. Tuck your back toes, lift up, find that core strength to lift. And then we'll lower it down. Take a bend and lift. Lower it down and lift. Your hands can come to your heart. Whatever feels comfortable for you. Lower it down and lift. Deep bend and lift and bend. 90-90 the back foot. Deep bend and lift. Find your high lunge. It's as if you're stepping on train tracks here, so keep the weight leveled between both feet. You can come forward with your heart at your center, or your palms can draw down to your mat, to your blocks. Bend in the back foot and the front as you lift your back heel so strong, supported warrior 3. So your lifted foot is internally rotated, toes are dialed down, your heart is lifted. Keep a soft bend in the front foot. Ground down through the ball of the front foot. Bend your knee in, find perch pose. Knees are gonna come right next to each other as you curl in. Kick your hips in, kick your seat in with your heels. Step your feet to touch, find a forward fold. Inhale to sweep the arms high, high prayer. Exhale, chair pose. Take a soft bend in the knees. Slightly arch your back. Pull your heart forward. Rib cage is in. So good, you guys. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, you would step the left foot back from the right, or you can float back and take your vinyasa. So good. So we're gonna get into our wind down. So sit on your heels, find hero's pose. Maybe roll your shoulder blades back, away from your ears, one way and then the other. Whew. So pull your feet out from under your seat here. Shift your hips forward. Your feet are rooted into the ground and just lower all the way down. All the way down, super slow, one vertebrae at a time. And we're gonna come into bridge pose. So find your heels close to your seat. You should be able to tickle your heels here. Toes are forward, heels are digging into the mat. Lift your hips up. Find a little tuck in the chest with your chin, and maybe you might want to come up over your shoulders. Take some deep breaths here. Feel your belly expand as you inhale. Feel it deflate with every exhale. Feel the activation of the glutes. Exhale, lower everything down one vertebrae at a time. We're gonna do this one more time. We're gonna make it a little more active. So, heels are tickling with your fingers. Inhale to peel your back up off the mat. Tuck your chin into your chest. Toes are forward. Open your knees and close. Open your knees and close. Open and close. So good. Open and close. 10 more. 10. Feel the burn. And 9. 8. Activate your glutes. 7. So good. 6. Final 5. Last 4. 3. Come on, keep it going. 2. You got this. 1. So good. Let it all spill. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Windshield wipe your knees from side to side. Let your legs lay long and just shake everything out. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. So good. Bring your arms up above your head and just reach to both ends of the room that you're in. So good. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself some love on your back, on your sacrum, on your spine. Hug your knees into your chest. Grab for your feet. Open your knees wide. Pull your knees into your armpits for happy baby. Ground your sacrum into the mat. And just rock side to side. Make sure your whole entire back is rooted. Pull your knees into your chest. Release your legs. Let it all go. You can stay here for a few moments. Hone in on all the work that you've done in this practice today. If there are any stretches that you feel called to do, feel free to do so. Thank you all so much for joining Kickoff and me today for this workout. If you like this video, please feel free to like or subscribe. Thank you guys for tuning in with Kickoff. I'm Judy, and we'll see you soon.